Welcome to Metaphor Refantazio. Today is finally the king's funeral. And I've actually got everything set up immediately, so let's jump right into it. Until I get in, and then I'll be like, oh, something wasn't set up. But whatever, I've even got Twitch already open on my phone. So I'm able to hop in, go to the chat immediately. Welcome to the chat room. Okay. Prologue demo. I know the game. I actually have the game, but I don't know. I started on the demo. I'll play I'm kind of interested what point the demo ends at, so I'm going to continue to play the demo till I get to the end of the demo, because you can switch or save data carries over from the demo, so I'm not too worried. Today's going to be a big day. The stream might be a couple hours instead of the short metaphor streams I've been doing. I do got to kind of fast forward this. There's only one thing that I didn't get to do that I accidentally missed.
That was delicious. It's nothing I've not done before. Give me my opening, and the man's dead. All right. Look at that.
Okay. So I tried to do this, I remember. I read all the memorandums. Oh, shoot. So let's just do this. Okay, there we go. I checked this room. I checked this room. Just trying to make sure I do everything the same. I didn't know that talking to Maria would advance the plot. Otherwise, I would have talked to Fabian. Grease and I go some ways back. Please make yourselves... Well, yeah, I remember it said that you guys are fucking common law married, right? Okay.
Did you need something?
I said, let's play a game.
I haven't ever seen them before, so I was wondering what they're like.
I said, want to read it together. And she has trouble reading it, and then we have a bond.
There's so... Miss Fabienne taught me how to read a little. She said it helps with keeping the inn running.
I forget what I said.
Papa always says not to go into his room, so I wait for him a lot. I'm good at waiting.
I remember asking, are you sure you're doing alright?
Yes. Thank you. It was fun talking to you.
And I definitely said, let's do this again sometime.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I wonder if Papa will stay for longer this time. It'd be so...
And I said, I'll ask him to stay. Oh yeah, she tries to read the book.
All right.
As dawn breaks,
Here we go.
begins the procession to the Grand Cathedral.
Here we go. Early morning.
The king's casket has left the castle. The procession will take the main streets to its destination, the Grand Cathedral. I'll have you blend in with the guards posted there. On my mark, you'll create a distraction. Draw Louis's attention.
What, with the soldiers? But our uniforms are...
I had Fabienne patch them up.
In the state they were in? That must have taken all night. Let me see.
Thanks for keeping Maria company yesterday. I'd appreciate if it wasn't the last time.
I'll handle it.
I'll handle it.
I appreciate it. The girl just has trouble making friends, is all. We're going to split up as soon as we leave. At the Grand Cathedral, we'll pose as guards to cause a commotion. I leave the rest to you.
I'll see to everything here. Don't worry.
Papa,
I'll be back tonight. Be a good girl while I'm gone, eh?
Yeah, we can read some more.
All right?
really?
Once we're back,
Ah,
let's all have dinner together.
Yes, please.
yeah.
See you soon.
Once it's over, we'll regroup back here at night. I'm counting on you.
We'll do our best. Right then. Let's get ourselves ready, then head for the Grand Cathedral.
Locations of facilities. Press RB to open the local map. Icons show where each facility is located. Major facilities include the weapon shop, armor shop, general store, and magic shop. To get to the Grand Cathedral, we've got to head down San Lumio Street and then turn right when we get to the square in front of the gallows. There should be some shops selling weapons or armor on our way, so let's stop by. If you can't find them, your map should help. New memorandums. Regolith Grand Cathedral. An enormous cathedral built in the royal capital around the time Sanctism was established as the state religion. The largest structure in the entire kingdom, it boasts a scale far surpassing any other Sanctus construction. The land on which it was built was the former cemetery for the Ukrainian royal family. The highest point of the building soars past the palace by a large margin. Many feel the comparative grandeur of the cathedral implies that the authority of Sanctism exceeds that of the royal family, which has nettled more than a few older citizens.
It's time.
At last.
Let's stay focused. Okay. Okay, so I can go in. Let's see what everybody's got to say.
See you.
Have a safe trip. I'll be a good girl and wait. I'll close up the shop during the day. It is His Majesty's funeral, after all. I think I'd get some glares if I opened a tavern this early in the day. You and yours don't want that kind of attention, do you? Oh. Fabienne's groceries for the inn are all lined up. I don't want to get in her way, so I'll leave them alone. Okay. So I can probably become friends with Fabienne. Oh, there's a little mouse trap by the mouse hole. And then I can take food from the food shelf at some point. Probably. If I lay down on him, I'm sure I'll fall asleep at once, but now is not a good time to take a nap. Why not? Oh. The view outside is entirely made up of the neighboring building's wall.
It's time.
Oh, I wanted to...
Right now.
Well, first I'll save. And then followers. So, Maria, what will she unlock next? Maria reads with Cedric. Though lonely, she doesn't want to get in the way of her father's work, a witch reflecting her kind art. Brius's daughter, living with Fabian, the innkeep, emotionally observant and sensitive, she tends not to voice her mind. Healer Enlightenment reduces the mag cost of studying the healer lineage. Okay. I wonder if the funeral will be packed with the country's aristocrats.
Yeah.
Chaos gives us a perfect opportunity. A perfect opportunity to what? To kill the prince? What even happens at a royal funeral? People sing or something? Don't look at me, damn Elda. How much money do I even have?
What now?
I have 6 money. I can't buy anything. I don't know why, but I can sense Moore's presence over there. Does that mean this place is peaceful enough that you can connect to academia? The gallows? Come to think of it, I did find a new power. I should go to academia when I can.
Now, where was I? Well, well.
I sense the presence of a new archetype. Might I see them if you've a mind to show me? Well, first I want to... Healer? Warrior? Or do I need to, Knight? Thief? Healers? Oh, there it is. Healer. This looks like research documents with healer archetype. In times of yore, there lived heroes who healed all who looked to them for succor, regardless of birth. Their souls together form the power of the healer. Among them, the adept who walks the path of salvation I dub the cleric, and the elite guardian of all things holy I dub the savior. The healer archetype is not only peerless in its healing and purification on the battlefield, but it is a master of offensive light magic as well. But in choosing to heal, one must sacrifice the strength to harm, or the resilience to act as shield. Let no healer forget this truth. So the archetype is a supporting role with great healing magic and some offense with light magic, but otherwise it's pretty fragile. Okay.
It's time.
Yuki.
Oh.
Thank you for coming. You seem to be walking your own path as I expected you would. Splendid. I realize this is sudden, but there's something I wanted to ask of you regarding the power you all are gifted with, about archetypes. I have a task I'd like you to undertake. What do you mean by task? To stand fearless in the face of change, that may not only alter your form, but reveal the heroic qualities you embody. That indeed is the truth of archetypes. The heroes of our kingdom's history all showed glimpses of such power, though not to the extent you have. Yet now their tales are largely forgotten, fables and obscurity. A hero standing alone is no hero at all, but a simple dissenter. Without the support of others, their ideals are soon buried beneath history's weight and their lives go unnoticed. The same holds true for archetypes. An archetype will only reach their ultimate power once you obtain and unite many heroic embodiments. If you can achieve this, my dream shall too be fulfilled. In this way, I am sure we can take the first step toward the ideal world I described in my novel.
Because you see,
Researching this power is vital for me as well. For our first task, I'd like you to cultivate the heroic embodiment of the healer. I'm certain the task will be a fruitful opportunity for you to hone what draws others to you. That is to say, your outwardly royal virtue.
this one's important.
To nurture the strength I'll need to challenge Luis the Archmage, I should raise the healer archetype to rank 10. This can be completed by anyone, no deadline. Okay,
Please.
you need but complete your task and speak to me. That act alone will grant me boundless understanding. Leave it to me. Okay, leave it to me. Thank you for coming so quickly to your decision.
Yes, that's right.
A confrontation with your nemesis is inevitable, is it not? For all your plans and devices, one day you will have to face and fight Count Luis. For that day you must seek to awaken new and stronger archetypes and research the way their powers complement each other. Chance encounters often spur a hero to grow and indeed change the very world around them. As we share a fantasy of ideals, surely I too will share in this growth. And when that happens, my memories may gradually return, the king's seal upon them may fade. Such is where this place is, and why the king confined me here. Through research, you gain more power, and I regain my memories, and ultimately we reach the utopia I dream of. A mutually beneficial agreement, no? Already your efforts have done much for my research. Now there is more I can do to assist you. Is that why your name's More? If an archetype has reached a skill, I can make it inheritable by other archetypes. Has learned a skill. I can show you whenever you'd like. In this way, your encounters with others will become a source of even greater strength. Let us face these hardships together. I have high hopes for your future endeavors.
How good of you to come.
Unlocking skills in academia. Skill inheritance is now available. You can now spend mag to unlock previously learned skills and give them to other archetypes. You can individually set the skills each archetype inherits. Ah, I see. Let's study healer then. Gotta get the healer to rank 10.
Fascinating.
The healer. This is the archetype you sense from Maria's way of life. Its heroic embodiment is that of a saintly presence who gives strength to others through their love and devotion to all life. 1,000 mag is required to channel the healer for the first time. Do you want to awaken it? Yes, please. That is the power I seek. Then so be it. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as a healer. I hear the voices of past heroes' souls. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength. If thou art prepared to reach out a hand to any in need, even amidst the chaos of battle, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the healer. So this is the power of the healer's soul. I feel the power of restoration and light within me. I will help others. For anyone in need, I will do all in my power. The healer archetype is awakened. You can now change archetypes from the main menu. Well, well, I see the number of archetypes you've studied has grown. I am very pleased. My own research is coming along quite nicely thanks to you. It's not much, but please take this as a token of my thanks. Hero's Fruit. Okay. Yes, I do want to channel the healer because I need to get the healer to rank 10. So I can take one of these skills. Maybe I should bring over Terukaja. Just go full mage.
All right.
To unlock the skill and make it inheritable, I'll need 800 mag, yes.
What would you care to know? What would you care to
Oh, that's new. As you develop an archetype's power, you make that power your own. Thus, changing it to a new archetype will allow it to inherit the skills you've learned in other archetype trees. Inheritable skills can be freely set in academia. However, there is a hard limit on the number of skills you can equip at once. You'll have to personally assign inherited skills for each archetype. Additionally, inheriting skills will require a skill-specific amount of mag. After paying it, the skill can be added or removed as you like.
What would you care to know?
What would you like to know more about?
Now that you say it.
At any rate, have you checked any of the shelves here? Checked all of them. They're filled with books on the nature of archetypes. I've added my own footnotes to many of the texts as well. Given the selection, I could be imprisoned here for the rest of my life and still have more to learn. I intend to document my findings on the second floor. There's still much for me to do, but I'd appreciate your help in the future. Goodbye, cat. See you later. Yeah, let's go back to reality.
Nice.
Yeah, that woman's wild.
Look, I don't give a toss who's king. I just want some coin.
It's time.
All right then.
Oh, okay, so I want to do this stuff. I want to go check things out down here first. Maybe someone will give me a bunch of money and I'll be able to buy something if I go by the shops.
Look, I don't give a toss who's king. I just want some coin. What am I supposed to do here?
Sod off.
Oh!
Is the procession still far? I suppose it wouldn't pass through a dingy street like this. There's no way they'd bring the king near a street full of parapets. Whoa there, hold on now. Is that an Eldo over there? Don't stare. Oh, I can feel my skin crawling.
Sod off.
Jesus.
Hey, mister.
Mum got cross with me. She said, don't say bad things about other people, but saying bad things about parapets is A-okay. Why is that? Because I don't get in trouble for saying stuff like weird ears or no horn. And so, wait, hold on. You don't have horns either, huh, mister? You're not Clemar, mister? Huh.
You've come at a good time.
Hey now, Elder lad, that's a nice sword you've got there.
Hmm.
Relax, I'm no thief, but that sword says you're a mercenary, so I've got a little proposal for you. You must have picked up some mag from fighting monsters, yeah? If you're not using it, let me take it off your hands. I have been using it. By mag, I'm talking about tiny magla crystal shards. I buy them up on order of the Scientist
Looks like
Church.
it's to sell now.
The accumulators out there gather it too, but I say they're inefficient. Anyway, what else would you use it for? Pretty sweet deal I'm offering, mate. Mag, that's the currency we use to study archetypes in academia. If you're really strapped for money, you could exchange mag here. You need both, though, so I'll leave it up to you. I need both, but I have neither, right? I have 30 mag. The mag exchange will purchase mag you've acquired in battle. Mag market price changes day to day, but it's more favorable on days the weather is bad. Big cities like Grand Trad are the only places you can exchange mag. So, you in?
Hmm.
Would you? Magla gets Stencer on days the weather's bad. That means the worse the weather, the higher I'll pay. That's why more and more people only come by on days with bad weather. Are you the type to mind the conversion rate too? That's not going to be enough to buy anything. It's nothing but Clemar this and Nobles that round here lately. My head's killing me listening to it all.
It's terrible.
Being executed is bad enough, but having no one left to grieve for you after dying is just tragic. So there's just dead bodies on the streets. Oh, Gold beetle. I have multiple gold beetles though, right?
Hello there.
The royal funeral is being held today, so I've got to close up shop soon to mourn in my own way. If you're looking to make a purchase, get on with it, please. And probably sell. Ooh. So I can get appraisals done here. In order to get the most out of any weapon, consideration must be paid to its type. For example, swords slash the enemy while lances pierce them. If you're familiar with the characteristics of a weapon, even the simplest of attacks may turn the tide. A weapon's affinity can decide the victor before a blow is ever struck. For a true warrior, this is all common knowledge, but since so many these days rely on igniters and skip the fundamentals, I figured I'd refresh your memory just to be safe. Okay. I have no money, so I'm just checking out the shops.
Welcome.
Oh, what a rare customer. Sorry, but we'll be closing soon because of the royal funeral, I'm afraid.
What is it?
I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but there's no wisdom in buying the first piece of armor that happens to be within your budget. That may be reasonable when you're dealing with clothing or shoes, but for defensive gear, it's best to prioritize armor that suits your needs and body. If you start acting like some spoiled Clemar and come back in here complaining and demanding a return for armor that doesn't fit, I swear I'll ban you. It'd be bad for us if we get banned from here. In any case, we should put some consideration into the compatibility between our armor and archetype. Because everything here... Yeah, these are like too much money. And there's a shop up here.
Say there.
It seems Sanctifex Forden will be the next king, or so my husband tells me. He has some standing with the Sanctus leadership, you see. He hears all sorts of inside gossip. Incredible. My husband could never.
Come
My
on.
word, what is this? There's a hair on this herb. Fine. Shopkeep, I'll buy it for half the price.
And what is it you want?
The king wouldn't have looked twice at me, but you can't help but feel sad. Anyway, you making a purchase today?
Oh, but which
The
actually
variety here's not bad, eh? All these jars to make it a little cramped, though, I suppose. You can hear the little buggers scurrying away to find new homes. I'm sorry, but please bear with me until I can clean things up.
Eh?
I don't think the procession will pass through here.
You keep away from me. You keep away from me.
Oh,
Eh? Say there.
What now? All right then.
okay, I see. How much longer until the whole royal funeral? We gotta hurry inside. What's this little kid doing? My mom said she's going to see the royal funny roll. Not me, though. I'm gonna stay home and play with my dad. My mom's going to have a laugh. The funny roll. There's nothing funny about it. His mom puts the fun in funeral.
It's time.
All right then.
Mm-hmm. Okay, courage, wisdom, tolerance, eloquence, imagination.
All right then.
Oh, dear me. Sid, dear me.
Whoever was behind the king's death, I'd be disappointed if they stopped there. This country is rotten to the core. It needs to collapse once and for all. That is quite a disrespectful thing to say, though I must agree. Yeah, why stop at the king? Over here. I forgot I can do this to see who wants to talk.
Pop races.
What did I tell you, sir? We made it just in time. They must have come for the royal funeral, but the Grand Cathedral is already so crowded, I don't know if they actually made it in time.
Gone to shite, this
Ah,
place.
damn it, this is the worst. Looks like there are some bugs mixed in the spices. I can already picture that Clemar regular of mine all red in the face screaming at me. Looks like I'll be down a customer from here on. I think I'm going to make loads of coin today. Is that ill-mannered to say? So is there anyone over there? I don't see anything lighting up. The royal funeral is a sad occasion, but I'm glad I could visit the cathedral. Looks like I'll just have to watch from afar.
Oh my. It's quite fresh.
Sorry to break it to you, but we're planning to close up shop early today. We're in mourning for the king and all.
Fancy a chat?
Got no money. It's not just any old water, you know. You won't find such clean well water anywhere else. My husband goes through loads of trouble bringing it back here, so please don't say it's overpriced.
Fancy a
Shit. I wanted to see what the price was. 50. Ooh. No, I wouldn't say that's overpriced, but I'm broke. So I actually can't buy anything. Ooh, a new memorandum. Water merchant. Merchants who sell precious potable water, especially vital in Grand Trad, where lack of water is a chronic issue because of heavy desertification. Water merchants know where safe water sources exist and how to purify drinking water, and do not reveal their trade secrets to others. In times of disaster or extreme drought, water can be valued higher than gold. A majority of water merchants are parapets who have no qualms with the arduous labor the profession demands. There's other things that currency. The reeve is the standardized unit of currency in the United Kingdom of Uchronia. It comes in several denominations marked by size, shape, and type of coin, and ranges in value from large gold coins to average silver coins to various copper coins for subunit amounts. Okay. The largest denomination of reeve is the Uchronian ingot, or ingot, equivalent to 20,000 reeve. It is rectangular in shape, fitted with a special stone to prevent forgery, and rarely seen due to its high value. The Uchronia gold coin, or gold, equals 5,000 reeve. It is a circular gold coin bearing the likeness of the first king of Uchronia, who is extolled as the merciful king. Silver coins come in two variations. The first, called silver, is the Ukrainian silver coin, equal to 500 reeve. It is round in shape and bears the crest of the Ukrainian royal family. The second, the regolith silver coin, is a relatively new denomination, equal to 1,000 reeve. It is commonly known as church silver. It was issued by the Crown Theocracy to commemorate both the state's adoption of sanctism as its official religion and the construction of the regolith Grand Cathedral. It is the same triangular shape as the Sanctus crest and serves to reinforce the political power of the Sanctus Church. Copper coins have been in circulation across all three countries since before annexation and continue to be used today. There is no uniform value for them, and they're mainly used for exchanging nominal amounts too small for silver. These qualities, as well as how rarely they are counterfeit, have led to them remaining unregulated. All copper coins are round in shape, but feature various designs. The most common coin in circulation is the Ukrainian standard, but there are many featuring geography from Oceania and Ontario as well. Okay. And a magla accumulator. Yeah, I noticed these things. A device that gathers magla crystals too small or impure for use and refines them into magla crystals of sufficient quality for use in magic igniters. It has a number of open pipes that extend outwards and is sometimes accompanied by a floating terminal device. Mainly stationed in areas where large amounts of people gather, such as Grand Trad or other large cities. The pipes and floating terminal collect magla from the atmosphere, though the amount collected is marginal because the technology is new. The quality of the crystals produced are a far cry from good, but they are sufficient for igniters and are linked to the increased efficiency in igniter production, which until now has always required natural crystals. Though unpopular with most of the nobility who see them as an eyesore, they are viewed favorably by most, the main reason being that the crystals produced by signiters can be sold. This alleviates the discontent of those who feel deprived of the opportunity to make use of the magla that exists within everyone, as igniters and magic education are too expensive. Wonder what it's like inside. I got this friend working for a nice family. She'll get to watch the royal funeral from the good seats. To think so many would gather like this, I suppose it is to be expected of a royal funeral. Was the late king that popular with the people? I'd suppose many have come only to see the Grand Cathedral. Yeah, me too. There was a bounty I'd been after for a while, but when I asked about it at the recruitment center, I heard that Katharina had already taken it out. Ah, I don't envy your luck. Must be rough having to go up against the best bounty hunter in the country. It is frustrating, but I do honestly admire her for her excellent work. If she wasn't a parapist, I'm sure people would see her in a much better light. Oh, is Katharina? Okay. There's a whole mess of crowd over there. Young man, have you some interest in the shop's wares? Don't presume this is just some paltry mustari shop. From the Malnova archipelago to Montario, we've wares from all over the country. The costs sometimes reflect that fact accordingly, however. We've all sorts of things, from gear with the power to heal to foodstuffs to, well, nothing you'd want in your kitchen. What do you mean by the last bit? This place is a little suspicious, but do you want to buy something anyway? A soothing sweet bun or a mindless mallet? No, thank you. Something wrong? Nothing catch your fancy? Well, our shop is open every day. Come again if you're so inclined. Whole mess of people over there. The recruitment center. Going to the recruitment center now might not be wise. Let's steer clear. Not much of an army without Count Luis. Oh, there's a few people I can talk to. So the funeral procession is yet to begin. It's being organized by the church, isn't it? Obviously, it'll be His Eminence Forden doing so. If all goes well, he'll be our next king. Obviously, you say. He's not even been named the official successor. Expect what you want, but still. The royal funeral is set to commence. Everyone, gather at the Grand Cathedral. Gather at the Grand Cathedral. Church cry. Why are you crying here if you want people to gather at the cathedral? The royal family's line has died out. This might be a turning point in our history. Yes. Oi, all you drunken louts, get your asses to the cathedral. Finally, I can go in here. Thought I'd grab a meal before the funeral. I was thinking of eating just before the royal funeral, but apparently the area in front of the Grand Cathedral is already quite crowded. It'd be a shame if I couldn't get inside. Let's leave now and make our way there quickly. My toast to the royal funeral has become one drink too many. Oh, my head hurts. Oh. Let me in, let me in. Is it really alright for this place to be open during the royal funeral? Oh, an Elda. Quite the rare sight in a town like this. Sorry, but I'm about to close shop. I'll have the church's eyes on me if I leave it open on the day of the royal funeral. Oi, you aren't allowed in the kitchen. Are Elda not taught basic common sense? Okay. See, I don't see anybody else to talk to in here. It was nice being able to see the inside there. Yeah. Town's all a bustle because of the funeral. I could make easy coin. Excuse me. So many people at the cathedral, we'd best hurry. Alright, folks, welcome to Grand Trad. Slap anyone sleeping awake for me, would you? The city's pretty busy with a funeral. Getting into the Grand Cathedral will be a mite naughty for the time being. Who cares about the royal funeral? We need to find some food and money for tomorrow. I missed a whole shop. Is the funeral procession perhaps still far away? I don't see it on this route, but I was certain it would pass through here along the central street. I can't tell if I want to see the procession or not. I think I'm afraid to view the incontrovertible proof that His Majesty is no longer with us. It's terribly unfair.
Whatever will I do?
Big man.
Oh, my.
Let's go in here. Just who do you think you are? Don't tell me someone of your lowly stature actually intends to purchase an igniter. Surely the shop standards can't be so low that they would sell one to an Elda. I'd wager you haven't even an idea what magic or igniters are in the first place. I know a bit. It's unthinkable that an Elda such as yourself would understand the workings of magic. Listen well, you clod. Magic is activated by consuming a power called magla, the origin of magic. You can't see magla, but it's everywhere, in the air, in the soil, in our own selves even. But all that magla means nothing without a way to activate it. And that's where igniters come in. These days, most come with their own magla crystals, so with practice, anyone can use magic, to an extent anyway. That being said, igniters are expensive, as you can plainly see. This shop's windows are likely the closest you'll ever get to owning one. Look but don't touch, commoner. Oh my goodness. Wow, look at this price tag. What's that kind of money? But I suppose that without one, most people can't cast magic. So
Incredible.
this is the latest model of magic igniter. I admit it does have a very high-end feel to it. With an igniter like this, anyone could potentially wield magic. But that price certainly restricts who can get one. These crystals aren't merchandise, are they? They just seem like lumps of magma. Crystals and magic igniters. Aren't the crystals used as materials when they build the igniters? How are igniters even constructed anyway? I can't even begin to imagine how you would make such a thing. At this establishment, we only sell the very best magic igniters in the whole country. It is our policy to decline service to certain tribes, including the Elda. Apologies, but I must ask you to leave. I'll come by again. I thank you for understanding. Please do have a good day elsewhere.
Isn't this grand?
Hurry and give me a lift. I came all the way to Grand Trad to see the royal funeral. What the? The Grand Cathedral is so crowded I'll never get in. And it was so hard to even get here. Madam, you must calm down. It will be a while before we can depart. Being so irritated won't.
This is a joy.
Do the Lai Chown Magic Association's igniters have to be so damn expensive? Though I suppose all magic igniters are pretty costly. I hear you, mate. Maybe I'll lodge a complaint with the shop owner, like I did at the exchange earlier. Well, this shop is owned by Brigitte Leichtown. I hear she isn't one to be trifled with. Regardless, I'm a paying customer. Let me speak with her. Well, what can I do at a church? Closure. Today is the day of the royal funeral, so the believers have gathered at the Grand Cathedral. If you have need of our services, please be quick about it. Judging by the sword upon your hip, I take it you are a warrior. If you carry armaments with hidden potential, I can purify them for you. However, no matter how sincere you may be, you are still an Elda. You must demonstrate a basic understanding of sanctism if you expect my cooperation. If my wisdom was informed, I could ask the church to purify my equipment. Certain equipment can be taken to a church and purified, after which it is born anew with enhanced capabilities and new special effects. You can unlock the purify function by raising the wisdom royal virtue. Equipment that can be purified will be noted in the item description. The phrase closure contains lost, ancient words within. Now, cast your eyes downward and put your hands to your face to pay your respects and bare your soul before God. Praying while covering both eyes with both hands, I feel like not being able to see anything would make me more anxious. Okay, that's everything. I think I've talked to everybody. I don't see anybody lighting up. Let's go talk to the people outside the cathedral. Wait, what the heck is this? I wonder where this gate leads. Me too. Not that we should worry about that right now. Okay, well, I missed a guy. Woo, this city is way too big. I got carried away and started running down the central street. And now look at me. The Grand Cathedral feels like an eternity away. I have no money.
Yeah, amazing. Oh, dear me.
Blimey, just look at this crowd of people. Ah, how beautiful. The Grand Cathedral's exterior is truly stunning. I sense a kind of strength about it, one that can endure anything that may happen. Even if it were attacked, I'm certain it wouldn't be harmed at all. Of course, no one would dare try to attack the Grand Cathedral. Yeah, why would they?
Got it?
Not yet. So I'll just walk around the front here then. Oh my word, the Grand Cathedral is simply magnificent. It's even larger than I imagined. Please forgive me, you came all this way, but it looks like we won't really be able to see inside due to this crowd. There's no need for apologies. This is such a marvelous view already. Simply being able to visit Grand Trad is more than enough to satisfy me alone. Cuculus, you promised me that you'd call me that here, remember? Thank you, Cuculus. Oh, I don't see anyone else. Let's go.
All right.
Let's find somewhere out of sight so we can change.
Lots of lords and nobles. Some generals, too. All the big names are here.
I just remembered. I should move that up because I have to move it down for Final Fantasy IV: The After Years because that's ungodly loud and there's no audio controls.
I can pick him out. Although I don't see Luis around.
Oh, look there!
Is that Luis?
The call. What is this? Isn't that the flower straight from the king's garden?
And a common-blooded man bearing them to a funeral? Does the man know no shame? That's tantamount to declaring himself royalty.
Barbarian.
Well, lots of people like him.
Your fool of a king is dead. Disillusioned by vain aristocrats and simpering clergy, he withered and died under his own weakness.
The audacity!
How can he say that?
This is madness! At the king's own funeral!
Lord Louis speaks true. The nobles are to blame.
Name the guilty!
But open your eyes, and you will see the crisis in our nation. I will show you truth, the truth of reality. You've all been sheltered,
Oh, is this a human?
blinded by walls of stone. Behold, a human corpse. They are no mere rumor. They lurk and nest across the very land you call home. A fortress at the border was raised by a human mere days ago. How long before we're overrun? You can only blame your king's weakness. And thus, who deserves his crown? A man of proven strength!
How dare you, scoundrel! Your words verge on treason!
Against what ruler, Blue Blood? The dead cannot be betrayed. Let your late king's soul bear witness. Let Louis Squeerburn be named the true and rightful ruler of Uchronia.
Hey, what do we... What's happening?
such power. It can't be. The palace!
I feel like all this is getting in the way of our assassination plan. We should have planned more.
Could this be the king's own magic?
I am Refantazio the
His Majesty?
The people of my land desire a new king, and I shall provide.
Mm.
Did he just say Hithlodius the Fifth? That face? It can't be. His Majesty, the King? How? He was dead?
He's seen better days.
Let him say his piece.
Heed me, O kingless. Time is finite before my soul departs this benighted world. In 4 moons of life past death, there shall come a reckoning, a day of the hero. Upon that day, whosoever have truly earned the greatest faith of the citizenry shall ascend to throne and crown by right of kings.
By right of kings? The faith of the citizenry? Truly?
From the lofty heavens shall my unfading soul look down upon thee, and from the whispered hopes of thine anxious hearts shall those to whom thine allegiances lie be laid bare.
What's happening?
I hear thy voices ring out in clarion truth. Here and now witness the faces of those most desired to become king.
It's Forden. Count Louise! Count Louise is there too! They're all candidates.
Ah! What glorious spectacle! The mantle of king is mine by right and providence.
You go too far, Louis. We gather to mourn his majesty, and you desecrate it. You would befoul the throne, blackguard.
So be it. Shall we test that? Good people, is Forden truly fit to be king? Or shall you cast off the shackles of blind faith? We need not be chained to birth or tribe. In my world, we are a people equal and united. I shall be your shield from the human menace. Together, peace is within our grasp.
When my village burned, the church did nothing.
There's no way we can fight those monsters alone.
And those of us in bonds? Will we too be protected?
Don't be fooled. He's not the man you think he is.
Hey, look! Come, Luis. He's catching up to Forden.
Can the giant thing really see what we're thinking? Luis, you've led the people's hearts astray.
No future exists without the power to eliminate the human crisis. Those who stand at my side, who oppose the powers that be, my protection is yours. Or refuse my hand and perish. I will lead us over your corpses.
You mean, just as you killed the king?
A country is heavier than a crown, and he could not bear it. Retribution past due.
You vile!
He cares nothing for the blood on his hands.
Damn you, Luis! You think you truly deserve the crown? You doom us all! I won't stand for it! Hey, who are you? Silence him! A Kingslayer deserves only death! Right! Hey! Yes, good! You need to go too.
Where's Grius?
no, is Grievous gonna die?
Alcest?
I shall not suffer the defiance of my people's will. In my name art thou punished.
Punished? Impressive. One of the royal family's dog. Rather poetic, I suppose. See how he has rewarded your loyalty.
I thought so.
I warned you. This is the
That's
price.
why we should have planned a little
I
better.
hadn't expected the king's own magic on my side. So be it. Rally behind me. I will shield you from injustice. Rise above birth and circumstance, for they mean nothing.
Count Luis is our only
What
hope.
choice do we have? He'll kill any against him.
Not much of a choice.
Upon the day of the hero, whosoever has most earned my people's faith shall ascend upon my throne to rule, according to my judgment. Be thou criminal, pauper, or noble, thy claim is decided not by stature or trial. I shall bear witness. From this heavenly seat I am nigh omnipotent. Look to the faces carved upon this rock, and see thou the faces of the chosen. I shall brook no sabotage or obstruction of this trial. Let all hear me and obey.
Okay.
Damned!
Hey, Grievous! Grievous!
Damn it!
Luis!
Alcest.
The sun sets on old fossils. It is a new dawn, and its light shines upon Lord Luis's king.
Are we gonna have to fight this guy?
Stand down!
Damned meddlers!
So your wish is to die, is it? Your bones will be monuments to Lord Luis's glory! Ah!
No, he defiles the dead.
Ah, but Lord Luis has sent me here on an important errand.
What errand?
It seems I'll need considerable time to accumulate the Magla. Until it's done, however, I'm afraid I'll have to borrow the cathedral. The day the king's mourning ends will become the day of calamity. If you mean to interfere, then die.
Stand strong! The souls of the dead do not return. He manipulates them as puppets with foul magic. Brace yourselves, everyone!
Grace. What is this? What the hell is this?
Stroll, get a hold of yourself. We've got company.
What am I supposed to do? Got to stay calm. Calm. Damn it, I can't focus.
Anxiety status. Party members have a chance to be afflicted with anxiety in two circumstances: when you are ambushed into battle or when they receive a critical hit from an enemy during battle. Allies afflicted with anxiety will be unable to control archetype skills, and attacks against them won't consume enemy turn icons. Among other things, pay special attention to this status
Sorry
ailment.
about that. I'll be alright.
Here they come. Brace yourselves.
terrible.
Stroll's anxiety is spiking.
We can do this.
Keep the enemies off him.
Healer! Maybe not.
You hit their weakness. Stroll's anxious, and they're targeting him.
Oh, we don't even need that yet.
In the name of Warrior! I'll cut you down!
I will fight with pride. By this power. Maybe not.
You hit their weakness.
Now, what's the... No holding back!
There we go.
That'll do. Where'd that man go? Did he take soldiers into the cathedral?
There should be a mausoleum nearby. Could you take his body there?
Yes, right away.
Take care with him, please. He was a dear friend. He gave his all for the king. For the royal bloodline. The least he deserves is dignity in death. My name is Hulkenberg. I have a question for you. That power you wield, it is not something they teach in the army. You are no ordinary soldier.
And you? You're clearly more than a guard captain.
I am a knight in the Crown's service. Commanding the guard is not my station's duty, but... these are dire times.
A knight?
And you pretend at soldiery. But that matter can wait. Alsace seem to know you.
Elsa's.
Who is Alsace?
We'll have time for debate after we apprehend that mage. He's after the royal scepter, I'm sure of it.
The royal scepter?
Please, someone, help! Please help. I've still got family inside. Did he trap civilians in the cathedral? Yes, my family and more.
I don't envy their chances if he finds them helpless.
I am honor bound as a knight to answer that plea. I would ask your aid as well, if you might give it.
Does it not tarnish the Royal Knights to enlist the aid of strangers?
I haven't the luxury of refusing able fighters.
If I turn back here, I'd never be able to face Grius. Any objections, my friend?
None that would stop you, I expect.
You know me so well already. Let's just watch out for those skeletons.
All those skeletons, they were fun.
Gotta hurry.
Over here!
Necromancer, a man clad in black who appears to be one of Luis's closest aides. Certain physical characteristics of his suggest he's a half-blood, such as his single Clemar horn and the eye on his forehead that doesn't open. It said he's powerful enough to single-handedly defeat a wave of oncoming soldiers. But what's more terrifying is his ability to magically manipulate the deceased's remains into undead soldiers. Using manipulation magic on people's remains is considered a highly monstrous act, and mages who engage in it, called necromancers, lose all social standing. To wit, the upper echelons of Grand Trad society were aghast that Luis would leave such a madman unsupervised at all, much less at the royal funeral for the late king. Slave classes. A class of people considered so low across the kingdom that no one can be born into it, rather. It is a restriction on citizenship imposed as a form of punishment for crimes. The criminal becomes the legal property of another for a fixed sentence, and during this period, any action that leads to a slave's death, participation in additional crimes, or even self-harm will result in the owner being charged. Okay. Hythlodaeus V. The kingdom of Eucronia's former king. Prior to his assassination by Luis, he arranged for his death to trigger the royal magic, which prompted a competition for the throne's succession in which every member of the kingdom was eligible, thus ushering in a time of unprecedented turmoil and uncertainty. His early reign was marked by substantial efforts to uphold his high-minded ideals, but his authority gradually diminished over the years. After the prince was attacked and presumed dead, he became an empty husk of his former self and stopped participating in politics. That he would prepare an elaborate bizarre magic spell in secret, completely defying his style of reign until then, came as a complete shock to his subjects, further adding to the disarray. The calendar. The Kingdom of Eucronia uses a 5-day week in its calendar. Flames Day, Waters Day, Arbor's Day, Metals Day, and finally Idols Day. There are 365 days in a year and 12 months. Each month has 6 weeks, except December, which has 7, the last of which is called Idols Week and is treated as a week of rest. The names of the calendar days are based on the creation myths of Sanctism, and thus Idols Day is intended for rest and prayer. Likewise, the entire kingdom spends Idols Week in preparation for a prosperous new year. This said, towns and villages and areas where Sanctism is less influenced often have their own customs and names. Royal Flower. A white flower associated with the Eucronian royal family, also depicted on the national coat of arms. Though beloved by Eucronians for generations, as a sign of respect to the royal family, it is now customary to refrain from using the flower in familial celebrations. Until some decades ago, colonies of the flower could be seen around Grand Trad, but have since been lost because of the rapid expansion of Tradia Desert. It is said that few natural colonies exist in present day. Knight. A mark of esteem granted by the Kingdom of Eucronia in recognition of one's military merit, humanitarian efforts, scholastic achievement, or other noteworthy accomplishments. Those who have been knighted vow to uphold their powers in chivalric spirit, and today many knights also vow to defend the Sanctus faith, viewing it as an intrinsic part of their noble duty after it was instated as the state religion. Knights are respected in society and enjoy various privileges to match their high status. However, if any knights conduct themselves in a manner contrary to chivalric values, they are deemed as disloyal to the king and thus heavily condemned. Knights turned criminal are commonly called fallen knights and lose all social credibility. Knights may be armed but are not necessarily members of the army. For example, royal knights serve the royal palace directly under the king. They may participate in the army under the king's command, but they are not subject to the whims of the military. Day of the Hero, an annual holiday on October 27th of the Eucronian calendar, celebrating the three kingdoms of Eucronia, Oceania, and Montario as one united kingdom, as it remains to this day. More precisely, it celebrates the day that the first king of the United Kingdoms was coronated. The titular hero refers to the then king of Eucronia, who put an end to the Annex War. The former king Hythlodaeus V may have chosen this day to mark the end of the struggle for the throne because of its historical significance, a momentous day marking a kingdom's rebirth. Okay, the royal magic of the previous king. The late Hythlodaeus V was the first king to invoke the royal magic in several hundred years. None could have foreseen its consequences, as it was planned in secrecy and was to be triggered only after his death, its activation threw the capital into chaos. The magic he invoked was peculiar. He called for a competition of the people's support, stating that the crown would be conferred to whoever could win the most faith among the populace, regardless of birth or circumstance at the end of a designated period. In addition, in order to monitor the competition, other phenomena appeared, including the royal palace floating into the sky, the giant face of the king peering from beneath it, and the mysterious stones throughout the kingdom that depict those with the most support. No one yet knows the full extent of his magic. Face Rock. Peculiar giant rocks with candidates' faces on them appeared throughout the kingdom around the same time the royal magic was evoked. Evidence suggests they were created by the royal magic. The general understanding is that candidates' faces appear in prominence based off their public approval rating, and the rocks constantly alter in response to changes in those rankings. Apparently, candidates higher in ranking take up more of the rock's surface. How much,
What now?
I can't save already. Well, there'll be a save place. Luis, you bastard. No information to display. Alright. This way, we are upward bound. Careful, it's going to collapse. Eep, watch out. Drat, we've been separated. Oh, like you can't climb over that. Somehow, yeah, problem is... Damn it, there's no way up now. Seek another path, I shall ascend from here. Got it, we'll catch up. Let us meet again above. Fight well, be not reckless.
Okay?
There's got to be a way forward, we need to find it. Oh, like, we can't fucking jump over that. You see how fucking high people jump in video games?
They saw us. They're out cold. This could be our chance.
We have the edge.
The end's in sight. Not
Great
bad,
job.
if I say so myself.
You hit their weakness!
In the... Let's wrap this up. That'll do.
Keep it up! Only one left! Finish them off and we're clear!
In the...
Awesome.
Okay, I don't think there's any more backup coming. Let's keep moving.
The next one will fall just as easy.
No! Looks like they found us! Quick, let's finish!
This is our chance. Forward!
Let's settle
Quick,
this quick.
everyone, go!
They die hard.
They're down.
In the...
Awesome.
Looks like that's all of them! Great job, everybody! Looks like we're safe for now. If it's useful, I say grab it.
Expensive medicine? What's that?
What now?
200 HP. Ooh.
They saw us.
Let's give him a fight.
And we'll win this. The end's in sight.
One out.
Not bad, if I say so myself.
You hit their weakness!
One left. That'll do.
Only one left! Finish them off and we're clear!
In the name of...
And that's that! Victory's ours!
Not bad, if I say so myself.
Not bad at all.
We're all leveled up. Look.
I admit, it feels good to get stronger. That was the last of them.
Glad I came this way first.
All right.
Not bad.
A simple wind igniter enables the single target wind skill Mage Wind when equipped.
What now?
You can trust in me.
Okay, let's go up the other stairs. Help me! Who the hell are these? Where'd they come from? No, stay back! That damn necromancer, he's attacking defenseless civilians. We can't just leave them. Come on, we have to help.
Please.
Are you unhurt? We're alright thanks to you, but who are you? Which organization do you belong to? Please, please save my son, he's up ahead. Well, look for him. Please, wait here till we send word. Are you lot really with the state army? Oh, well, it makes no difference in the end. A rescue's a rescue after all. I'll watch over her. Sorry to make you do this, but please look for her son. Perfect. Oh, cool, cool. Whoa.
Spotted! On your guard!
That worked like a charm! Keep the pressure on!
Okay. Mama, Mama, where are you? I can't get out. Help me. A child. He must be in this room.
Don't tell me.
Oh my god, there's lots of stuff in this room.
If you see use for it, I say take it with you.
Great find! Keep it!
There he is.
All right.
It's going to be alright. Are you hurt?
Okay.
Yeah, it was scary. You were very brave. Thank you, sir. It looks like he's okay. I'm gonna go get that soldier.
Thank goodness.
Thank you, and well done. I'll get them to safety. You two should get out of here as well. The area ahead is much too dangerous. Honestly, I'm not sure even the state army can handle this. We've further business to attend to. Take care of the child if you would. Cheap viewers on streamboo.com. Remove the space. Gargantuan Flex. What is this? Why is there another... random guy in the comments? We've further business to attend to. Take care of the child if you would. Thank you kindly for saving me, sirs. You be careful too. Okay.
Here we go.
A miraculous incense said to resuscitate the dead, revives one ally from KO, and fully restores their HP. Okay. So yeah, that's the way I came from. Okay, okay. Ah, there she is.
Everything all right?
You're late. Were you waylaid by fighting? There were people struggling to get away. We couldn't just abandon them. In that case, well done. Still, there are likely more who need assistance inside.
Look.
'Tis a sorry mess that the royal funeral led to. I could never have imagined. We have only Luis to blame. Launching an attack on the proceedings was unthinkable. That's not all he's done. That mad subordinate of his, you said he's after the royal scepter. Yes, no doubt to offer it to his master. Once Luis takes it in hand, I fear the whole country will bend to his whims. We can't let that happen. I mean, we can stop him, right? So let's keep moving.
Onward.
The entrance to the upper levels is ahead. Try to keep up. Did she join the party? No. If he's after the royal scepter, we must stop him, regardless of the cost. You've got to be joking. That thing looks absolutely massive. We have to climb that whole way? This is going to take a while. Indeed we do. The Royal Scepter Chamber is at the top. Let us make haste. Let's go. I'm sure there'll be an elevator there or something.
Hurry.
I mean, I gotta work. I got a few hours before I gotta go to work, but like, you know, we'll see how long this takes.
Look at that!
What's become of this place? Is that Magla? And in a building like this?
It's just like in the abandoned mines.
What was that sound?
Brace yourselves. It's collapsing.
Look! The entrance!
Damn it! Now how are we supposed to get inside?
We'll not be getting in this way. That collapse was no accident. He means to hold our advance. Best to seek another way. And I've a plan to do it.
The plan's more than I have. Right. Lead the way.
Before we go any further, I would have my answers. We must speak of the man Luis executed.
So, were you a friend to Grius?
Yes. I knew him as Alsace.
Okay.
Alsace. He'd been engaged as a tutor to His Royal Highness, teaching him swordsmanship at the king's behest.
I see.
Yes. Well, it was back when I myself was serving as one of His Highness's personal guards.
You're a personal guard for the prince.
I was. Now he is lost to me. Which brings me to the heart of my concern. I hope you can give me the answer I seek. Why were you trying to kill Luis?
Well...
We can't reveal the reason for the assassination.
The assassination is for His Highness. To avenge his death.
Revenge?
Not just for the prince. Luis killed the king as well.
Alsace was a calculating man. Callous, where softer hearts falter. He was not some wild-eyed revolutionary, driven by petty emotion. Why would such a man sacrifice all in the name of revenge?
Who knows? Is that all you wanted to know then?
If nothing else, you were friends of Alsace. Once more, I would humbly request your blades at my side.
I'd think you'd find surer allies among the guard.
You saw for yourself their failings today. A legion may be easily divided. A squad of few elites, however, moves as one. I'll have us into the Grand Cathedral. I know the way. Will you assist me?
Naturally. How about you?
Of course.
Of course.
Right. Not much point in asking, really.
Oi! Where's the state army?
I can't believe all the mess at the king's funeral. Our country's doomed, isn't it?
Pretty chaotic here.
With good reason. I was there, and even I struggled to grasp the situation. Oh, you're back. Have you seen Maria?
Maria? She's missing.
She heard the commotion and ran off. She can't have gotten far.
Oi, Fabienne! We found Maria!
Perfect.
Maria!
Don't move her. She suffered a blow to the head.
She must have been caught in the wave of people fleeing. Poor girl.
She's unconscious, but I don't believe it's life-threatening.
Ah, but he'll be along soon, won't he?
I'm sorry.
I was prepared for the worst, but... Oh.
Damn it. Fabienne is taking care of Maria. Sounds like she'll have to stay put and rest for a while.
Aren't there people still left inside?
Most of the soldiers sent in to help haven't returned. I expect Luis's forces made short work of them. No one's sure if that human's corpse is safe either. So it's just been left to rot.
Underground, there is a mausoleum where the dead are interred. It opens to the Grand Cathedral on the other side.
And we can trust your word, can we? How do we even get into this mausoleum?
So it's right over there.
There's a gate just beside the recruitment center. We'll make our way in from there.
Right. Let's hurry.
Popularity rankings. Check your approval rating by pressing LB. Archetypes as manifestations of heroes can sense the fame of their user. You'll grow more popular naturally and by helping other people. In addition, mag proportionate to your ranking will accumulate daily at any coronation rock, where leading candidates' faces are carved into their surface by the king's magic. You can collect multiple days' worth at once. LB? 8,121. Through the power of the archetypes, I can hear the voices of people's souls. As of yet, thou art but a nameless wretch. In the time to come, we shall judge if thou art a worthy vessel for our power. The true king who the people would choose must be as a culmination of the heroes of Eld. If thou shouldst use thy power as 'tis meant to be, the path will open before thee. Use thy strength for justice and save the people of the realm. Make real the world that was beyond our grasp. Did that voice belong to your archetype? It's true that under the king's rules, anyone could be crowned, even you. But I think stopping this calamity is way more important than worrying about that right now. Okay, I need to use the washroom. I will be right back, though. I am back. 23% of the collection. Mausoleum. An underground mausoleum that existed before the Grand Cathedral was built. The cathedral was connected to it for the convenience of the Sanctus, and there is a passageway through the basement. Few locals know of this path, as most prefer the main entrance than to walking among the dead. Okay. Hulkenberg. Iselin Hulkenberg, a Rusant lady knight met in Grand Trad. Once a member of the Royal Knights, she served the prince alongside Grius. Although the prince was formally declared dead, she believed that he survived the attack and searched for him alone. Given her social status, she was called by her family name during her travels. which she has become completely accustomed to the point that she introduces herself that way.
Let's move.
We'll free Elchis from his dying regrets for His Highness's sake as well.
Got it?
I'm worried about Maria, but let's just do what we can for now. There's so many conversations around me. Well, what the hell's wrong with that rock? It's got people's faces growing on it. It's creepy. You dare call it such a thing? I'll have you know the biggest face on there is that of His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden. They seem to be the faces of people supported by citizens across the country, just as His Majesty in the sky said. In other words, perhaps the faces you see here are people who've gained the public's trust. Trust, you say? How utterly ludicrous. As if Luis could ever gain enough support to be on par with His Eminence. Forget the rock. Is it even safe for us to be here? The human back there is far creepier. Disgusting human. Are the officials really leaving its corpse to rot? What happens if it... Ah, closure. How has His Majesty's funeral come to this? The people are in an uproar. This platform is for town criers to give announcements. If I stand here, people will stare. Perfect. Oh. So I don't want to do that. Just have a limited stock and only sell them. Are you interested in my shop's herbs? Well, sorry to break it to you, but I can't sell to you. Now, before you get the wrong idea, let me assure you that it's not a matter of tribe. It's just I've got a limited stock and only sell them my regulars. Out of the way, Elda. I need to hurry and get the hell away from here. What are you dallying around for? Get this carriage away from the Grand Cathedral.
What should I do?
Well, what a surprise this is. Customers who come in days like these are real treasures. What'll it be, lad? I used to think meat was only cooked at home for shops, but these gauntlet runners, the rich folk drive around with kitchens in them, and apparently. Gauntlet runners, I'd like to try riding in one someday. I do have some actual money now. I have 315 actually, not really that good. Ugh, I can't stand this. Protecting the Grand Cathedral from Luis is just impossible. There's no way. It's not just Luis that's tough. The private army he leads has an elite force of warriors as well. They're called the White-Clad. Gotta be honest, I admire them a bit, but this is something else.
I see the soldiers' morale is all but evaporated. I'm heading out.
You see plenty like him on guard duty. Some just sit there not moving a muscle. Others roll over on the ground moaning. Hard to look in those dead eyes and not feel something cold grip your own heart. Wish they'd give it a rest. Why hasn't the army stormed the cathedral yet? There are still dukes and counts left trapped inside. I'm afraid a hasty invasion will only lead to more casualties. Casualties be damned, the church must advocate for its benefactors. We've made enemies of Luis. Do you know what that means? It's not just his elite private army we need to worry about. Luis himself is an extraordinary mage. Once he draws that magic-imbued sword of his, the only thing that awaits is death. Ah, Clausure. What can we do against an opponent like him? Ugh, why did I become a soldier to begin with? Oh, cool.
Hang on a minute, you.
The royal guard is sloppy, aren't they?
So I can go wherever I want, but I still have no money.
Damn it all.
So foolish.
He was outrageous as the rumors say. Damn that Luis, to think he'd go so far. It's all because the military was left to someone like him. Luis was nothing but a peasant who gained his title through adoption. We don't even know where he came from. It doesn't matter. Execute him, I say. Adoption? Oh, you're just sleeping over here?
Think I'll forget this, do ya?
That soldier is behaving most suspiciously. He keeps staring at me from across the street. He's supposed to be keeping watch over the igniter shop. What does he hope to accomplish by fixing his gaze upon a fellow guard? Are they both staring at each other? I feel like that soldier across the street keeps looking at me. He's been doing it for a while now. He's a guard for the church, so he's probably of a high rank. Did I do something wrong? That's funny. Please, my wife is still inside the cathedral. Why hasn't the military been sent in yet? Rescue operations are set to begin as soon as the proper precautions are in place and the most severe danger is abated. Like I've said a million times already, just who is going to handle that danger? Why don't you just get some gauntlet runners ready and storm the place? I've been told that the gauntlet runners have already been dispatched to subdue humans elsewhere. Oh, close your ray, oh, close your ray. Pray. Oh. Is there anything going on in here? Oh, there's nobody in here. Such a dangerous city. Come, let's hurry home. Oh, are we leaving already? I quite like the flying royal palace. Oh my gosh.
You're not getting off the hook for that.
You seen that corpse of the Grand Cathedral? Never seen one that huge. There you go again. What is it now? A human or something? Regardless, the army will handle whatever it is that you're on about. I've heard another proper scary rumor too. Apparently Luis is the only one in the kingdom strong enough to defeat one. Not true. I guess the tavern's still open. It was really a time to take a look. I just want to see what people are saying. Oh, that's a gauntlet runner, is it? Hey. We don't even know who it belongs to.
What's happened?
Come now, Mother. Despite how far we've come, you've much farther to go yet. But Cuculus, will you be alright? If something were to happen to you, I need only make some small business transactions while I'm here. Worry not, I'll leave Grand Trad as soon as I'm finished. That said, I'm due in Martira soon. Do you know of it? The people there eat bugs. A dull, gloomy place, if I'm honest. Once my business is thorough, I'll pop by the village. Oh, and I'll bring you a souvenir from Brylehaven. Ergo, 'tis but a brief goodbye. You stay safe, mother, and count the days until we meet again, for they shall be short. Okay.
Humans?
Oh my, did you see that enormous corpse? Those creatures really are out in the wastelands. Luis is absolutely balmy. How could he bring an abomination like that to the Grand Cathedral? I simply can't believe it. What a shock to my poor nerves.
Stop!
An Elda and a fairy? Humph. What business do you lot have in Grand Trad? The sensation. I can feel the magla in the area getting thinner. Does this device collect magla? My, the vermin is awfully observant. How loathsome. Listen, what this accumulator does is none of your business, understand? If you're looking to exchange magla, go to Sunshade Row. If you've got no real business here, leave. I've got everything here.
What's it all got to do with us anyway? Just can't stand it. Humans?
Oh, you believe this freak? He's not moved from that corpse for ages, even as the stink gets worse and worse. And never says a word, no matter what I ask him. You ask me, mind-flogged folks like him might be creepier than the cadavers. It's Luis. Luis finally did it.
Whatever.
Seen you a lot lately, elder lad. Thinking you'll stay a while? If so, be careful. There's been more guards around the area. They'll come after us even if we aren't doing anything. Try and keep a low profile.
It's okay.
I'm worried about Maria, but let's let Fabienne handle it for now and focus on doing the things we can, okay?
You've been a lifesaver.
Grand Cathedral, why?
That reminds me.
Rumor has it this store only operates at night. Maybe we should check it out some night when we're free. You there, you should be careful. There have been reports of a Nydia swindler around here. Wait, you're an Elda? Ugh, damn it, what's going on? Back at least crawling with deviants. Oh, you're an Elda. Elda. Go away. If even kids are doing this, the adults are setting a terrible example. Boy, you were giving me a nasty look just now. What's the idea then? I wasn't looking, not at all. Shut up, I felt your eyes on me. Give me an honest answer right now or else. Wowzers.
Looking to sell, are you?
It's not enough for it to be worth it. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to use that.
Come to think of it.
Well, that reminds me, I think we have something that needs appraising. Want to have the shop take a look at it. You don't have to go to a specialist to get your weapons, armor, and igniters appraised. Just ask any shop attendant and they should be able to handle it. Unidentified weapons, armor, or magic igniters you attain can be appraised at a shop. Once identified, they can then be equipped and used.
Hello there.
Heard there was quite a commotion. An unidentifiable bladed weapon obscured by mud. So I should buy this. And then I'm all out of money again.
Let's go.
What now?
Yeah? Nope. There we go.
What'll I do?
Welcome.
Oof. These are actually good. Too bad I don't have any money.
What can I do?
You just sell potions, right?
What is it you want? What can I do?
Hang on a minute, you.
An elder, huh? What business do you have at the Grand Cathedral? And you have a fairy escort? What noble family have you absconded from? We were just passing by and we aren't anyone's servants or captives. Can you stop trying to pick a fight with us? Humph, got my eye on you. Try any funny business and I'll show no mercy. These darn guards.
Is this it?
Yeah, I think that's it. Let's go.
Hang on a minute, you.
The royal guard has stopped me, aren't they?
I should save first. Oh.
All right.
No lookouts that I can see. Will not be discovered going in or out of the cathedral as we please. It's so quiet, it's kind of creepy. I'd rather have avoided disturbing the dead, but we cannot let that stop us here.
I'm a little worried.
I'm worried about the people left in the Grand Cathedral. Me too, me too. If I can save here, then that's even better.
Let's go.
All right.
Now, where was I?
Do you have anything to say?
Hello.
No. A magic formula apparently written by the king. It's entitled The Royal Magic, but it's written in a language I can't read. At the end of the document is the word Liam. According to Moore, it's a person's name. Just to be sure, the royal magic is the spell that got invoked at the royal funeral, right? And this is its formula? That does seem to be the case. Put another way, the king had a detailed plan to ensure how things would play out before he died at Louise's hands. Kind of a stupid plan if it involves giving your son's murderer a chance to take the throne. I don't see the logic. In the 785 years that Uchronia has endured, there has only been a few instances where the king has invoked this magic. A strong desire of some sort surely spurred his decision. I believe there are still secrets to be found, a reason that this script exists, and for the name and drawing at the end. What a strange feeling I'm getting. Now that I consider it again, I feel as if I've seen this somewhere before. Why would I feel this way? It's certainly not a language used anywhere in the kingdom. Hey, you okay? Indeed, it certainly seems there is much I cannot recall. Should you learn anything new, I would appreciate it very much if you'd share it with me. Please examine the scroll whenever you've learned new truths. Okay. Gotta pet the cat. I always come again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again.
Look.
This path leads to the back entrance of the Grand Cathedral. Security should be lighter than it is at the front. And let's head inside. You all ready? Let's just save one more time. And I could also take a look at the memorandums. I'm not missing anything.
Look.
Ready?
All right.
Then let us enter. The way is straight ahead.
Doesn't it seem like...
It's downright eerie, much too quiet in here. We've no choice but to steel ourselves and move on. This is the only way left open to us. The area looks clear. Let's hurry.
Look.
Even so, the magma here is so dense. Is this the work of that necromancer too? Probably. Let's see if we can't get that chest. It's locked. Okay.
Wait.
I'm getting a strange feeling from up ahead. It's the same feeling I had of the abandoned mine before. But the mines were... What do you sense? I don't know, but I've got a bad feeling about this. What's the plan, Cedric? Wait just a moment. Indeed, 'tis best we go on this ready as we can be.
What now?
Am I able to... No, I can't. Yeah, we're ready.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Right, no time to second guess ourselves.
What's going on? We can't get through the door.
Strange as he is, that pale fellow's magic works. Good for rooting out the rats.
That blasted mage set a trap. Not surprising. We knew he was expecting us.
And you still fell for it? At least you'll be in good company.
It can't be.
No way.
Oh.
Alcest.
Alcest, stop it! Why would you die for revenge of all things? The man I fought beside was not so ruled by anger and malice. Alcest, tell me, please.
What?
Is this the price of my failure, then? The prince. For having lost him, you too would abandon me. Why did you leave me alone in the dark when you escaped with His Highness? I have sought him for so many years to no avail, and now I... Of course. 'Tis only just that you be the one to send me to him now.
Get up! Fight!
I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
No! You have it wrong!
The prince is alive!
Hey!
He's right. We do hunt Luis, but not for revenge. We mean to lift the prince's curse.
Is that true? His Highness is still...
Yes, he lives. So you have to keep fighting!
You mean, if that's true, then I... O lodestar who wanders in solemn duty, O thou
Here we go.
anguished traveler. Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path. Help my new calling, transcending all oaths. I choose life of my own will! Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities become thy light. Thou art the brilliant star that shall illuminate the King's Road. Now, awaken. My name is Iselin Pacelli Majal Hulkenberg. I am knight, I am commander, and last of the Honor Guard!
Whoa.
Once more, I take up arms in my liege's name! Alcest, I will see you freed. For the liege I am sworn to, in his royal name, with this power, I shall open the way! Alcest, 'tis almost finished.
I'm sensing a huge surge of power. Hang on. It almost seems like the two archetypes are resonating with each other.
You've unlocked synthesis skills. Synthesis skills are special cooperative skills available according to the party's channeled archetypes. Access them by pressing A on a party member's turn. In order to perform any synthesis skill, a second party member with a specific archetype channeled is necessary. Synthesis skills consume the collaborator's turn icon in addition to the active character's turn icon.
Rias, I'm so sorry.
Let justice prevail. No.
Oh, A.
With me.
Let me help!
Roll with royal might.
In the name of justice, I call upon royal power within.
Done. You've got some fancy footwork, Stroll.
By this power,
Okay. Ooh, okay, okay.
This won't do. Let us fight as one.
Coordination is key!
Behold my power!
I can't afford to hold back. Warrior! Oh, please!
Hit their weakness!
Join with me!
I'm counting on you!
Roll with royal might!
Now, I shall vanquish evil!
Did it.
Alcest!
His Highness and Maria's home. I leave them in your hands.
We'll do as you ask, friend. I swear it.
Brius's memento.
Rest now, Alcest. We will protect Maria and His Royal Highness.
Oh. Isn't this crystal just like what we saw in the abandoned mine? It gives me the same nasty feeling. Come on. Let's just destroy it.
First he wakes the dead, and now this bizarre object. This man is dangerous and must be stopped.
You said you were a royal knight, didn't you? Were you there? On the night the prince was attacked?
Yes, though I was the least among the Order then. We saw His Highness afflicted with a horrific curse. But soon after, he mysteriously vanished. Alcest was one of His Highness's closest confidants when he disappeared. I'd wondered if they were both lost to us.
But I could see it when we told you the truth. You believed the prince was alive, didn't you?
I'd left my post to wander the land. A search party, at least in intent. News of the king's demise brought me back. Thence, we met. Now, onward. 'Tis nothing. Let us go.
Yeah, you got slashed through the front.
You took a hard hit early on. Let's head back for now.
But...
We've come this far, so he'll be looking to buy time. It's just as you advised before. We can't rush in if we're to see this through. What say you? We can withdraw for now, right?
I don't want to.
Yes. We should
But I'm not going to leave it up to
I'll
her.
trust your judgment. Homeward, then.
I need to be assertive.
Ah, you're just in time. Maria's awake. She's not hurt too badly, but she's locked up in her room and won't come out. I told her that her father wouldn't be coming home.
So she knows.
Oh, I should say, I found a note in his belongings. Meant for you all, I'm sure. It said, if there's anything left that could serve you, take it. I left his belongings in his room, so you're free to have a look.
Grius entrusted his belongings to us.
Now that you're here, I'll go check on her one more time. Try to rest, and I'll be back shortly.
Damn you, Louise.
Can I assume you're still dedicated to the mission?
Mission?
Killing Louise to lift the prince's curse. We've lost a lot already. We can't afford to give up after one failure.
Don't worry. I've no intention of giving up now.
What do you think? Are you going after Louise?
Of course I am.
Yes. Someone has to bring the bastard to justice. You saw what would happen under his rule. We can't just let him doom this country.
Thus do you seek Louise's death. Knowing the truth, May I join your cause? I heard of your trials at the fort, and considering all I've seen and heard, Luis clearly aims to seize the throne. Allow me to lend my blade. Even if we can put the man down, if we can't save the heir to the throne, it would be all for naught. Until the day His Highness, the prince's life is saved. I will fight through all obstacles.
We'd be happy to have you. But are you sure?
It is but another leg on my own long journey, and now I may travel in good company. What say you?
We'd welcome you.
Gladly.
Truly. Thank you. I shall strive to protect you as you saved me.
Seems a bit redundant to say after all you've done for us, but we're glad to have you.
Leave it to me.
New ally, Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg, the ever-loyal knight, has become your ally.
Then let us be bound in both purpose and trust. My life is your shield, and my blade is your strength.
The steadfast vassal, Hulkenberg. Within her dwells the virtue of the knight. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
I would stake my very life upon it.
Party can now study the knight. Okay. I sense the heroic embodiment of the knight from Hulkenberg. You can now study the knight in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you.
Oh, now that she's part of the team, we ought to show her. Here. This is the prince. He's been asleep for a long, long time.
His Royal Highness.
He's stable. But unless we can do something about that curse, he's finished.
That mage could be the key to this. I couldn't guess what he aims to accomplish, but if we can capture him, he could lead us straight to Luis.
Doubtless he seeks the royal scepter. 'Tis enshrined in a chamber in the cathedral under a powerful warding seal. Such magic would likely take days of concentration to dispel, even with powers to do so.
You figure that's why he said we've got until the mourning period ends? If it's true, we still have some days until the mourning ends. Leaves us a little time to spare. But what did he mean when he told us to wait for the day of calamity? Just an ominous name for the day he grabs the scepter?
He can tell us himself at the end of a sword. The innkeeper's given her blessing, so we'll use this place as our headquarters for now.
Yeah, probably for the best. It's already gotten late today, so let's reconvene here tomorrow. Do you feel responsible for Grius and Maria?
Grius was pretty hardcore about the plan.
There's nothing else we could have done.
Yeah. But that doesn't keep it from hurting. I don't make much of a guide, do I? I can't even get proper directions. God, I wish I wasn't so useless.
You're the one who's gotten us this far, Gallica.
You think so? Well, it's nice of you to say. My grief is getting the better of me. But I've got to shape up. Grius gave his life for that mission. We can't,
let him
Let's
down.
figure it out as a team, all right? I'll do whatever I can.
I can sense Gallica's heartbreak, her trust in her determination. Ooh.
Focus on the here and now, not the past.
Reduces the mag cost of studying the mage lineage, and the voices of followers can now be heard, even from far away.
Well, you should get some rest tonight in preparation for tomorrow. Let's rest.
Perfect. Hey. Oh, memorandum. There's new stuff there. Royal Scepter Chamber. A room in which the royal scepter is kept, located on the upper floors of the regalithic Grand Cathedral. The chamber exists to safeguard the royal scepter against theft in the event it cannot be in the king's possession for a period of time, as in the case of prolonged illness or death. The doors are sealed with a powerful binding spell, making it extremely difficult to open unless a specific process is accurately followed. Okay. Day of Calamity. Ominous words uttered in parting by the necromancer. He is attempting to alter Grand Trad somehow with magic, but what precisely that might entail remains to be seen. Whatever the truth behind his scheme, he must be stopped at all costs before the chosen day arrives. On Hulkenberg. Hails from the Hulkenberg family, one of the most prestigious noble families in Montario. While her father and brothers rose to prominence in the world of politics, her youth was marked by merit not with her wits, but her martial prowess, leaving her a black sheep among her family. In order to achieve success on her own, she overcame her family's opposition and went on to pursue a career as a knight. But after failing to protect the prince, she has been too ashamed to return home. On Grius. His real name is Arfid Elchis, but he goes by Grius for his work as an operative. He once caught the attention of the royal palace as a skilled mercenary and was appointed the prince's swordsmanship instructor by the former king. As he was considered to be part of the prince's personal guard as part of his duties, he also helped give fundamental training to young knights. After the prince fell victim to the curse, Grius disappeared with him. He secretly returned to the capital in search of a way to break the curse. In the northern fort, he was sometimes appointed to positions of command due to clear experience that separated him from the other soldiers. However, he lost all of his men in the human attack. The weight of those losses makes him decide to handle Luis personally rather than appoint Cedric or Stroll despite their qualifications.
What?
This is Hulkenberg's room. She'll get angry if you go in without her permission. Oh, I see. I can hear Maria's pained crying as Fabian comforts her. Grius, to think that he's gone. I only wish I could have thanked him. We owe him for leading us to a real knight. I confess I was relieved to see His Highness, though he's certainly grown since I knew him. Tonight we shall all have our due rest and prepare for tomorrow. To finish Elchis's fight is a grand undertaking, and we cannot fail him. Here's Fabian's groceries for the inn are all lined up. I don't want to get in her way, so I'll leave them alone. Oh, those mice are there. They want the cheese. I see them.
Let's rest. I'm tired.
All that fighting must have worn you down quite a bit. Don't stress about going out tonight. Just rest, okay? There's supposed to be something in Grius's room? I faintly hear the hustle and bustle of the city from beyond the closed shutters. I don't know where Grius's room is. Oh.
What now?
Save the game, and then see if there's anything else today. And then that will be the end of the stream. The bed seems rather stiff, but I can still rest in it. Maybe it's time to call it a night.
Really? What exactly do you have against sleep?
Apparently we've been invited to Academia.
An ally became a friend, and he awakened to your power. But his path was cut short. It is all too easy to forget the fragility of life, until the tragedy of its loss. Yet, I feel his efforts were not in vain. He never turned from his fears and worries, unflinching to the last. Just as the lives of old heroes are passed down through their tales, so too will his heart. You have inherited the story of an unsung revolutionary and all its power.
The mag used by Grius has been inherited and returned to... Oh!
Yet be warned, such power rarely awakens without trials. Even should you overcome them, your virtues will be tested time and time again. You must carry on, honing your archetypes and heart with painful sincerity. That is the first step towards changing the world. I have faith in you.
Oh, I got Hero's Incense. Archetype experience items. You may come across items that grow your archetypes in various places, similar to the Hero's Incense you received from Mord just now. You can use them from the item menu. They grant experience directly to an archetype without having to battle.
Forgive me. There's one more important thing. You can visit as long as you have the calm and time to open a book. But when threats lurk nearby, we may not always have the luxury of attention undivided. And danger is an inconvenience so often encountered, of course. As such. A smart-looking fellow, isn't he? There's a special magic igniter embedded in his collar, too. Much as I'd like to join you in person, I cannot. I can, however, send his consciousness in my place. If you see him in places of battle, do stop to pet him, won't you? You'll find him a most helpful companion. If you would survive the trials to come, think not only of the powers you know, but how they might be combined. Now, until we meet again.
What?
Has the crystal underground been shattered? No, surely not this quickly. The soldiers couldn't possibly... No matter. Trivial of all of it. More importantly... A rather complicated sealing spell, but I see its workings. Breaking it will be only a matter of time. So close to the Hall of the Royal Scepter. The plan is near its fruition, and the calamity draws ever closer.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
There's more, apparently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close. But I'm actually going to open it back up, because there's something I forgot to check. There's one more thing I want to check. Because it said that I can hear my followers' voices from wherever. And I don't know what that means. I just wanted to...
What now?
I forgot to do this. I wanted to check. Does this mean I can see... The voices of followers can now be heard, even from far away. The party can now study the wizard, okay, with rank 3. Enemy analysis and squad battle is now more detailed, okay. Ooh. Oh. Okay, this is that. Okay, having obtained the... Okay, I figured out what it was. Having obtained the Follower's Echo's ability from Gallica, you'll now periodically hear your followers' voices. Spending time with your followers will in turn increase the support they give you. If you happen to sense their voice, seek them out. Access the follower menu with left or via the main menu to select a follower and travel to meet with them immediately. Wonder if he's made any progress on the task I've asked of him. More comes to mind, but I haven't achieved the task he asked me to accomplish yet. Okay. Okay, that's cool, that's cool. I should save. I'll check the calendar too. Royal funeral, special discounts, big bargain day. Isles Day is always big bargain day. End of mourning period. This is day of calamity or whatever. Ooh. Forgiveness Day. Day of the Hero. Okay, today was good. Tomorrow we're gonna do that dungeon, I'm guessing. Okay, thank you everybody for watching. Exit game. Oh no, why did it all freeze up? That's not good. At least I can do that. Okay, bye.